The truth is that I actually did have a really good Christmas. I just didn't celebrate Christmas in the way that I thought I was going to celebrate Christmas. I got a lot of the things that I wanted. There are some things on my Christmas list that I didn't get yet, but for example, I was just talking about wanting to get a new desk because I've needed an actual desk for a really long time. And I was looking into getting a desk for myself. And then, like a week ago, my mom was out of town and we got some packages. And she was like, the package on the bottom is yours. You can open it now if you want. And it was a desk. So that was really nice. And I got a whole bunch of clothes that I really just kind of started wearing immediately. Um, so I got some good stuff. I got some skincare. I've been kind of like spoiling myself a lot the past couple of months. So I'm feeling really good and I'm feeling really satisfied, even though 2025's Christmas is not what I want 2026 Christmas to be. You know what I mean? But I had a good Christmas. So tell me in the comment section, did you also have a good Christmas? Do you have new desires around what you want to happen in Christmas of 2026 based on what occurred this last year? Tell me, what are your reflections? I would love to know. Okay, also, I have two tips because my nails are going to be done tomorrow. I ordered an electric file, so I'm going to be able to actually do my manicures and pedicures a lot more easily and quickly, which I'm really excited about because I need to change my toenail polish. Oh my God, that's another tip. Okay, sorry. Hold on. Focus. Anyway, I got an electrophile. It's coming in the mail tomorrow. I'm very excited about it. So I'm going to be doing my nails. And I was thinking, what design do I want to do on my nails? And I'm thinking that I want to do a black French tip. I don't know that I've ever done a black French tip on my hands. Definitely not with acrylics. Well, I'm not getting acrylics. I mean extensions. I've never done a black French tip. I'm sorry. A thought just came to my mind. A thought that brought me joy just came to my mind. I'm sorry. Okay, focus. I'm so focused. I'm so focused. It's only been 3 minutes. I'm doing so great. Okay. I'm a little bit nervous today because we're doing an all signs reading and I never do those. It's 12. There are 12 signs. It's a lot of fucking work. So I'm very nervous. I'm a little bit scared. Oh my God. Okay, let me finish with my tip. Okay, I'm doing a black French tip. And when you're doing a black French tip, you need to do a pink base, pink underneath the black French tip. So when you go to the salon or you're doing your own, what they'll usually do is in recent years, like the 2010s forward, I want to say, they'll try to give you a neutral. They'll give you a brown or they'll give you a beige, right? They'll give you a neutral color underneath your French tip. And that's not always bad. The last time that I did a French tip, I used a little neutral brown beige color as the base coat. But when it comes to doing a black French tip, what's going to hit every single time is a pink base coat. Don't do the neutral, don't do the brown, do the pink. It's very early 2000s and the black just pops even more. I don't know, I just think it's very sexy and very cute and very chic. And when I do it, obviously, you guys will see after it's done, and I'm sure that you'll agree. So that's my tip. That's my tip. When you're doing a black French tip, always do pink as a base. If you've ever seen me, like when I post my pedicures on my Instagram story, then if I am doing a black French tip, the base is pink every single time without fail. And I like to do like a bright, like kind of the hotter the pink, the better, but it's sheer. So what I like to do is I take this sheer, I have like a sheer set of pinks, and they're kind of like different like shades or hues of pink. And so there's one pink that is a bright pink, like a hot pink. And then there's another pink that's more of like a light floral, I don't know if you would describe it as like a dusty rose, maybe borderline like a pink peachy kind of color, you know, like it's not standing out a lot, but it's a nice pink and it's light. And so I'll usually do one coat of that and then one coat of a super hot pink. And that combination just usually does what I need it to do. So that's my tip. Do a pink undercoat under your black French tip. I'm very excited for how my next nail set is going to come out and how much quicker it's going to be because I'll have an electric file instead of having to use the nail file. So I'm super excited and I'll give you all of the updates. Now for my last tip before we get into our readings today. My next tip is about perfume. My favorite perfume right now, because it's the middle of the winter time, is a fragrance by Tom Ford, and it's called Tobacco Vanille. And it's a really, really good scent, and it's a unisex scent, which I have so many wonderful thoughts on, but we can't talk about that today because we'll be here forever. But it's this wonderful, amazing scent, and I think a lot of people feel very strongly about the scent because in the very beginning, it's very intense and it's very spicy. It's a very intense, spicy scent. So my tip is not that you should go and buy Tobacco Vanille, even though I highly recommend that you smell it and try it on. My tip is about perfumes and wearing perfumes over a long period of time. So when you get perfumes, they're going to have different notes. They have a top note, a middle note, and a base note. I think those are the right names. I know that there's a top note and a base note. I always forget the middle one, but I'm pretty sure it's just the middle note. And so the point is that when you spray a perfume, it smells different as you move throughout the day. When you first spray a perfume or cologne or whatever, there's an initial scent. That's the top notes. It's the first thing that you smell. And then as you're wearing it and as it's drying down and as it's like settling and you're going throughout your day and the perfume science is perfume sciencing, the scent changes. So I think a lot of people know that different perfumes and different colognes are going to smell different on you because they're mixing with like your body and like your pheromones and stuff like that. But something that I don't think a lot of people really think about is that the perfumes that you use have different notes. And one of the reasons why I love Tobacco Vanille by Tom Ford is because it is really drastic, the change in the notes. When you first spray it on, it's incredibly spicy. It's very warm. It's like something where you can smell it and like your body temperature is like rising. It's so perfect for winter. It's a really like strong, heavy, intense scent. I really love wearing it to bed. It's just really, really good. It's really spicy and intense and kind of masculine at first, but then as it dries down, it gets really, really vanilla-y, like really, really vanilla-y in a really good way. And I'm not even somebody who really likes a lot of like vanilla scents. So yeah, that's my tip. My tip is to play around with the fragrances that you do have, or the next time you're out shopping for fragrances, to pay more attention to the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes. Do you have a specific perfume that you like to wear? Do you have a specific perfume that you feel like gets better the longer that you wear it? Do you have perfumes where you can notice a drastic shift in the different like layers of the perfume? Do you have that experience? It's not something that I get a lot. I think Tobacco Vanille is probably the only perfume that I have that I've experienced that shifts so drastically for me. A lot of my other perfumes and colognes, they're pretty consistent. I don't know. I'm going to have to do some more experimenting because I was thinking about that before I sat down to record this. I was like, I don't think I have anything else like that. So I will report back. I will do some playing around with scents. So the real tip is for you to try some stuff, and then when you're trying perfumes, to actually spray it on and do it the entire day. Don't just spray it on and be like, oh, I like it, this is going to be really good. Or spray it on and be like, oh, I don't like this, this isn't any good. You need to spray it, you need to leave it, and you need to let it sit for a couple of hours. You need to let it sit for an entire day. And then you can kind of smell it and check in on it throughout the day to see how the scent has progressed and whether or not you like it. When I first tried Tobacco Vanille, I was not really a fan. I was just like, whoa, this is like really intense. And this is really a lot. And it's like, it's a really strong scent in the beginning. But after I ended up wearing it, it surprised me. And then it became something where I was like, oh my God, like this smells so good. This smells so good. And now it's one of those scents that I just feel addicted to. So that's my tip. Okay. And it's only been 10 minutes. I feel like that was good for an intro. And we have time because we're doing an all signs reading today. So we're going to say maybe 10 minutes per sign. I'm nervous, but fuck it. Let's go. Let's go. Also, the holiday hoobly wuddy is over. I'm so sad. I was going to film a video on Christmas for like one last final. I slept, and that's not a crime. Okay. Okay. So, here's what is going down. Today we are doing a reading for each of the 12 zodiac signs. If you've never watched a video like this before, basically what it is it's just like a pick a card reading, but instead of you choosing pile 1, 2, or 3, you're going to the pile that aligns with your astrology. And typically, you'll watch the pile or piles for your sun sign, your moon sign, and your rising sign. Maybe since today we're tapping into a love romantic energy, you'll watch for your Venus sign. But you can also just watch for your sun sign if that's all that you know, or you can just watch for whatever you want to watch for. And you can watch the whole thing and just take what resonates. But we're going to go through all of the astrological signs, and we're going to receive some messages from Spirit about what do you need to hear about your love life, okay? And I'm a Pisces. So my sun sign is the very last zodiac sign, and I'm a Capricorn moon. So my moon sign is nearly last in the astrology, and I'm a Scorpio rising. So my rising sign is nearly last. And I say all of that to say we're going to start with Pisces and we're going to go backwards, because why would I put myself last? Why would I put myself last? I'm not. Okay. So the timestamps for your reading will be in the description box down below. Oh my God, Ace of Pentacles. Yes. I knew I did such a good job starting with Pisces. Okay. It's going to look like, I don't know, Pisces, it might look like you click your timestamp and you're like, wait a second, is she starting with us? And yes, because I wanted you to see me pull your very first card, which is the Ace of Pentacles. We have the Tower at the bottom of the deck. You are being surprised, okay? Be prepared. Knight of Swords. This is the fastest moving knight in the deck. Yes, at the bottom of the deck. Shut up. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm so excited. Okay, Pisces, you have a romantic offer. I'm literally supposed to be doing a different kind of spread, but the messages are coming through so clearly. Okay. I'm going. The Sacred Fire, the Eight of Cups. Okay. For Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's going on with my Pisces collective? We have Going Beyond Normal. What's the Knight of Swords? We have Free from Judgment, Free to Love. What's the Sacred Fire? We have Legacy of Light. What's the Eight of Cups? We have What is Already with You. Every journey starts with a single step. Ace of Pentacles. Going beyond normal. Ace of Pentacles. I feel like you have a romantic offer that is coming into your life. Pentacles are new beginnings. Pisces, you have a romantic offer that is coming in. This is a new offer, or this is a new beginning. This is a new real beginning. I see you going on dates because Pentacles are earth. Okay, it's the things that we can see. It's the things that we can feel. It's the things that we can taste and touch and smell and hear. How many fucking senses are there? This is like the second time I've done that where I'm like, I feel like I'm adding shit in there. It doesn't matter. The point is, with this Ace of Pentacles, this is a new beginning that's coming to you romantically, and it's very physical. This is you physically seeing someone. This is you physically being out with someone. This is you like physically holding hands with someone. Okay. So this is physical. There's emphasis on the physical movement that's happening in your romantic life. Going beyond normal. There's a clock and it's moving rapidly over this woman's third eye. And there's an inspired little light bulb here. Pisces, have you been having dreams? Have you been having dreams? Legacy of the Light. Have you been having dreams of like your future kids or something? Tell me in the comment section. Because you've been having some sort of premonition about something. This is over your third eye. There's a new beginning that's coming in, but I'm not surprising you, Pisces. You know this. Free from judgment, free to love. This is literally the card about mothering. Knight of Swords. This is the fastest moving energy. Loving yourself, loving others, nurturing others. Literally, she is breastfeeding a baby in this. There's a baby there. She's breastfeeding. Knight of Swords. Hooded Brother. This is... Okay, there's something there about anger we have to come back to. The rebirthing bonfire. And then we're talking about legacy of light. You've been connecting very deeply with your ancestors, like past generations and future generations. Time. Past generations and future generations. Timelines. Have you been doing work around like jumping timelines or like tapping into your like highest self, tapping into the version of yourself who has XYZ thing? Like if you've been tapping into the energy of being married and having children, they're like, this is, you are manifesting this. You are creating this. Because this is the card of what is already with you, which is basically communicating to me, it's already yours. Your desire for this relationship is already yours. Whether you have someone specific on your mind or not, hold on. I need to get... Okay, we need a different deck because I feel like they're not... There's pieces of the story that I'm missing. Okay, give me some more. Tell me more about Pisces. Okay, we have the Five of Pentacles. Okay. So we're having a conversation about abandonment wounds. Tell me more. We have the King of Pentacles. Oh, this is so good. We have the World. I can't show you her. She's naked. She's my favorite. And then we have the Knight of Swords again. Again. And the Four of Pentacles. This is so fucking good. Okay. Oh my God, I'm so excited. Okay. Pisces. This is what's happening for you. With the energy of the Five of Pentacles. Okay, wait. I'm going to tell you what I see, and then we're going to get into the specifics of each of the groups. Because Five of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, the World, the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. This is somebody who, okay, I'm going to talk about it through money because we keep getting pentacles. Shut up. This is so good. Okay, I'm sorry. Focus. You'll understand. You get me. We're the same. We're the same. Sometimes you feel the emotions and you feel the energy of it, and like psychically you're there, but verbally you haven't expressed where you are psychically. And so psychically I'm 10 steps ahead, but my mouth has to catch up and tell you the things that I see 10 steps from now. It's really good. So I have to slow down. Okay. Five of Pentacles. We're going to talk about money because there's so much pentacle energy here. We're going to talk about money. Money will be the metaphor. Five of Pentacles is when you're broke. Five of Pentacles is when you don't have money. Five of Pentacles is when you are abandoned. Okay. Then we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is the wealthiest man in the tarot deck. So if you were somebody who was experiencing not enough money, how lovely would it be to connect with a man who has money? But we're not just talking about money. Let me finish my metaphor. Then we have the energy of the World, who you cannot see, which is leveling up completely. It's the end of a cycle. Mind you, the World card comes out clarifying legacy of the light and the sacred rebirthing bonfire. This is talking about breaking generational curses. This is talking about breaking generational cycles of abandonment, generational cycles of being neglected, generational cycles of not being taken care of, coming to an end. The World is the completion of a fucking cycle. This is so good. Then we have the Knight of Swords energy and the Four of Pentacles. Again, the Knight of Swords is the fastest moving knight. With the energy of the Knight of Swords coming out here, this card is scary. Look at all of these. I don't know if these are otters. I want to say these are otters or some sort of fucking meerkat. What is a meerkat? Is this a meerkat? Tell me if you know. Do these look like meerkats to you? I think that they're meerkats, but I don't even know what the hell a meerkat is, but I just feel it in my heart, so I hope I'm right. This is a snake that has positioned himself to attack these meerkats. The meerkats are terrified. Knight of Swords energy, I was like, there's anger. I don't know what's going on. Pisces, are you angry with someone? No, that's not what I see. Free from judgment, free to love, with the energy of the King of Pentacles. This is a man who feels very strongly the desire to provide for you. Okay? He protect and attack. That's the vibe. That's the vibe. You are attracting this man into your life who feels very protective over you and who is about to really basically nourish you and give to you. Four of Pentacles, this guy wants to lock this relationship down. Four of Pentacles is possessive energy. And what do we see with the Ace of Pentacles? The fucking claw. This is somebody who wants to enter into a committed relationship with you. And they're basically saying it's already yours. Trust your intuition. It is happening. They're singing The Dog Days Are Over by Florence and the Machine. That's who that's by. Go listen to that song. Because that's the vibe. You were having an experience where you were like in this deserted island. Look at this. This is all sand, and these are cups, which need to be filled with water. So our panther is thirsty. There's nothing here. And so he has to ascend to a higher plane. You're not the only person who was living in a barren land. This King of Pentacles person was also living in a barren land. That means emotionally. They were dealing with people who were emotionally bankrupt, emotionally broke, emotionally Five of Pentacles. But you are free from judgment, free to love. You are nurturing. You are loving. You are emotionally open and available. And this King of Pentacles person could be Pisces. What was I going to say? Could be Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. I didn't mean that. Could be. But earth sign energy. Could be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But they don't have to be. Okay, Pisces, that's what I see. Knight of Swords energy coming in twice. This offer is coming in quickly and it's very tangible. Pentacle, 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 like nonstop, okay? So this is somebody who is very business and career oriented, and they're going to come through, and I just feel like this offer is coming towards you very quickly. And this person is going to treat you like basically the rare gem that you are. Okay, Pisces? So that's all that I got for you. Don't forget about D2BD. It's Destined to be Desired, which is the 3-day 2026 pre-party for the woman ready to vamp up her personal magnetism and effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure throughout the new year. You guys, I am so excited for Destined to be Desired. We're literally starting tomorrow, and you have until January 31st to join us. But I'm so excited about it because I need this program. I need to be tapping into my next level desirability and irresistibility. And as I've been putting the program together and focusing on the journal prompts and shifting my energy as a result, I've been having a lot of experiences of just being desired, romantically, physically, but also in my career. I just had somebody comment on one of my YouTube videos saying, I watched all 3 piles because I just love your personality, right? That's desirability. It's tapping into the energy and embodying the version of you who is the woman to watch. She is the woman that people want to spend time with. This is how you get into the energy of being paid to exist. So we are tapping into that, and you are getting all of the tools you need to tap into your own desirability and irresistibility inside of D2BD, Destined to be Desired. Click the link in the description box to join us and enroll. It's $22. The doors close January 31st. Nope, December 31st. Oh my goodness gracious. At 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And once the doors close, I'm not going to offer the replays to this particular event. You'll have to wait until next year when we do it again. Okay, I love you lots, and I will talk to you guys later. Oh yeah, okay. Now we're moving on to Aquarius. Okay. Before I put my beautiful face back on, let's get this time stamping. Oh my goodness. Okay. Perfect. Hello, Aquarius. What's up, Diva? We're tapping into, for Aquarius, suns, moons, rising, maybe Venus, maybe Mars, whatever. We're tapping into what do you need to hear about your romantic life. And my earphones just died. But you know what's so crazy is I made a subliminal for myself. You guys might be into subliminals. I made a subliminal for myself. I have no idea when. And I've been listening to Apple Music. I switched back over to Apple Music instead of Spotify. And so it has different audios, synced up across my Apple accounts. And so this Living in a Fairy Tale subliminal just randomly came on shuffle. And I've been listening to it this entire time. And it just fills me with a sense of like peace and like serenity. So anyway, that could be relevant to you some way, somehow, Aquarius. But let's tap in. We're using a spread. We're doing a spread that I really like and enjoy. We've got the Page of Wands. You feel like somebody's watching you, Aquarius? What's going on with Aquarius? Romantically, Eight of Wands. This is a card of social media. Do you or do you not feel like somebody is watching you? Five of Cups. This is somebody who you've had a disappointment with in love. Justice. But they want to be in a relationship with you. For some of you, this is an ex. Somebody you were in a relationship with. We have the Fool. Let's see. We're pulling more cards. We're going to pull from 3 decks to really get the full picture. We have She Feels She Knows. Clarifying the Page of Wands. And at the bottom of the deck, Inner Trust. You know there's somebody watching you. You know there's somebody watching you. You have to comment down below. Tell me. You know somebody's watching you. You know somebody's watching your social media. What's the Eight of Wands for my Aquarius divas? What's the Eight of Wands for my Aquarius divas? What's the Eight of Wands? Every journey starts with a single step. We have that at the bottom of the deck for Pisces. So you guys could have Aquarius and Pisces in your chart. We have Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch. This is someone who you had a disappointing situation with. This is somebody who regrets, like, basically losing you. But basically with this Softly, Softly, the Tender Touch, like, I feel like this is somebody who, it could be that you walked away from them or they walked away from you. But this card is about the power of the feminine energy, and that basically using force isn't always the best. Okay, yeah, perfect. Okay, I'm just making sure that I'm getting the right message. I feel like you're, and we have Going Beyond Normal. We also got this for Pisces. So you might want to go back and watch that. But Going Beyond Normal, Justice. Okay. Ordinary Love, No Ordinary Love by Sade. That's what you want to go listen to. And the message for you is actually really simple, Aquarius. If you want to have an extraordinary life, then you need to be willing to believe that extraordinary things can happen. You've got this love. I don't know what happened. This Page of Wands, she looks fierce, but she looks angry to me. She feels she knows. This could be someone who you have some sort of like anger, resentment towards. They're watching you on social media, but I feel like you walked away from them or they walked away from you. Like somebody moved away from someone else. There was an ending. I have to go my own way. I have to do my own thing. With the energy of the Five of Cups, this person regrets ending their relationship, ending the connection with you, or the way that things fell off, or what happened, or how things were disappointed. Softly, softly, the tender touch. And it's like your energy is calling this person back to you. Okay. And I just heard absence makes the heart grow fonder. So it could be you haven't talked to this person. You haven't spoken to this person. You haven't reached out to this person, and this person expected that you would reach out to them, or you were always the person who reached out to them to like make amends and like all this stuff, but you're not reaching out to them. And with the energy of justice, justice is a relationship. These white doves, this is peace. This is so Venusian. The doves of equality, aren't they just heavenly? Aren't they just gorgeous? I feel like you could have really big, round, beautiful eyes. Take that however that resonates, obviously. Going beyond normal. It's like this isn't Ace of Pentacles, shut the fuck up. We literally started the Pisces reading with Ace of Pentacles. Somebody here, I'm willing to bet most of you, multiple of you, have Aquarius and Pisces, or you just watched both of those, because the coincidences are coincidentally. Okay, anyway. Okay, Seven of Cups. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Cups, Aquarius. What's the Five of Cups? Softly, the tender touch. We have the Knight of Cups, and then we have the Queen of Pentacles. You guys could also have Capricorn placements in your chart with the Nine of Cups at the bottom of the deck. We're going to start here at the end with the Queen of Pentacles and the going beyond normal and justice. Journal prompts for you. If this relationship were to come together, what would it mean about who you were and what kinds of things happened to you in your life? If this relationship came together, it would mean that I'm the kind of woman who gets what she wants and gets what she desires. At some point, you need to start telling the story that you are the kind of woman who gets what she wants and gets what she desires. That pattern that you have in your life of like wanting the guy, but then you don't get the guy, or you have a crush on a guy and like it doesn't come through, or it doesn't manifest in the way that you like want it to manifest. One of the reasons why that cycle is happening in your life is because you're telling the story, I never get what I want. I never get the guy that I want. The guy that I like never likes me back. The guy that I want to be with never wants to be with me. And it's time for you to change that story. It's time for you to tap into and embody the version of yourself who already exists, that knows and believes and expects that she gets to have the guy that she wants. She gets to have the guy that she desires. It's not even about this particular guy, even though this is for someone who has a specific person. This is not, or if you don't have a specific person, this is about the person that's watching you that you know is watching you, okay? Whether you know it intuitively or you're seeing them on your Instagram stories or, you know, Facebook views or wherever the fuck you can see if people are watching you. This is for that person. And this is a connection and a relationship that you want back. This is a connection and a relationship that you want to come back around. And Spirit is basically saying to you, you get to have justice in the situation. You get to have what you want in the situation. You get to have what you desired, but you have to go within and you have to decide to tell that new story in order to allow it into your reality. God cannot give you what you do not believe that you can have. So as long as you're telling the story, I never get chosen, I never get the guy that I want, that's what has to be given to you, because you are co-creating this reality and this experience with God. And so when you want God to bring something new into your life, you have to use your free will. That's your thoughts. That's your energy. That's your intention. You have to use your free will in order to see yourself receiving and experiencing what it is that you desire. And then the universe and this physical reality can respond to your energy and they can bring that into your life. With the energy of the Knight of Cups, I see this person wanting to message you. I see this person wanting to connect with you. I see this person looking at you and watching your social media. And really, with the energy of the Seven of Pentacles, and every single journey starts with a step, they're thinking about messaging you. They're thinking about what are they going to say. They're deciding that they want to message you. They're deciding that they want to connect with you. But this is somebody who knows that you're very intuitive. And this is somebody who knows that you're very discerning. This is someone who knows that if they come to you, then they need to come to you with a serious offer. But one of the reasons why this person is like hesitating is because energetically they can feel that you're not aligned right now. And so the work that you need to do to clean up your side of the street right now, your next right step is telling the story that you're the woman who gets what she wants. You're the woman who gets the guys that she wants. You're the woman who gets the relationships that you want. I had a very similar shift, and even though there were a million shifts within that, one of the shifts was just simply, wait a damn minute, I get to have what the fuck I want. And I get to have who the fuck I want. The fuck? So that's your shift. That's your shift. You get to have what the fuck you want, and you get to have who the fuck you want. This person wants to be with you and they want to connect with you, but you are in your own way because you're still consciously / subconsciously telling the story that you don't get what you want and desire. But it's like you're already calling this person in, you're already attracting this person to you, so just let him in the rest of the way and tell the story that you get to have the guy that you want and desire. Okay, Aquarius, that was a really, really good energy. Destined to be desired is a great place for you to tap into and learn how to tell that new story that you are the woman who gets the guy that she wants and desires. Over the course of 3 days, I am helping you vamp up your personal magnetism so you can effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure throughout the new year. Destined to be desired is $22, and you can join us until 11:59 p.m. on December 31st of this year. If I was you, I would be inside. You can join us live or watch the replay. Okay, we're done. Let's move on to pile number. Why do I keep saying pile? Did I say pile before? It doesn't even matter. We're moving on to Capricorn. Oh my God, I love doing it backwards because, like, you know what? Yeah, we do. Let the Ascended Masters go first. You know what I'm saying? Aries is always first. They can go last for once. Okay. Let's get our timestamp. Hello, Capricorn. That was 41, let's say 35. How are you? Welcome to your reading. We're tapping into messages from Spirit about your romantic life. So if you're Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, maybe Venus, maybe Mars, do whatever you want. Oh my God, Nine of Cups. We are tapping into what do you need to know about your love life and your romantic life right now. Also, this has already been going for 42 minutes. I've only done 3. I don't think we can do 10 minutes each. Sorry to the other sides. God knew what he was doing when I felt inspired to do my signs first. Okay. Capricorn, Capricorn, Capricorn. Quickly for Capricorn. What does Capricorn need to know about their love and romantic life? We have the star seed. High level soulmate connection, Capricorn. High level soulmate connection for the Capricorn. 6 of Cups. Yes, high level soulmate connection with someone who you feel that you have a past life connection with, or somebody that you know from your past. The 6 of Cups is a card of childhood, okay? Alicia Keys, Usher, my boo, that kind of vibe. Yes, that kind of vibe. Okay. Taurus. Equal give and take, Capricorn? Are you interested in an equal give and take relationship, Capricorn? This 6 of Pentacles is giving me... Whoa, we have no at the bottom of the deck. I said, are you interested in an equal give and take relationship, Capricorn? I said, no. Which is so funny because what I was going to say was this bull reminds me of that 80-20 thing, which... I don't know. It's not something that I follow. It's not something that I'm into, but I can remember Michelle Obama. Why do I feel like Michelle Obama is a Capricorn? I don't know. Tell me in the comment section if you're aware of her astrology. But anyway, Michelle Obama is talking about relationships. I don't know where this is coming from. This is just what's popping into my head, so we're going to go with it. Allegedly, for entertainment purposes only, Michelle Obama was talking about her marriage and how her marriage is not 50-50. Her marriage is not equal give and take. Sometimes she has 80 to give and the other person only has 20. And sometimes, Barack has 80 to give and she really can only give 20. And it's like this energy. That's what this reminds me of. Because the bull's horns are like even. But it's not completely even. And so this just feels like a relationship and a connection, I want to say, with somebody who loves in the way that you do. Capricorn, I feel like you're somebody who would identify as, like, you do things for people. When you love people, you want them to have like an easier life or an easier time. So you do things for people and you give to people and you take care of people. And sometimes you just feel like you don't get that back. Like, you don't, the way that you take care of other people don't take care of you. I feel like you're entering into a relationship with someone, or you're dealing with someone, or you have someone on your mind where you're going to have that equal give and take. 9 of Cups. It's going to be your wish fulfillment in the world, not of the world, which is clarifying the star seed. High level soulmate connection for sure. And what that means is this is a relationship with someone who you feel a deep connection to on a soul level. Like, it's not just, I think that this person is physically attractive or they look really good to me on paper. Having an attraction to someone on a soul level is like, having an attraction to someone on the inside. I'm trying to explain what I can feel you feeling towards this person, and it feels like it's something in here. It feels like loving this person is in you, not on you, which is so crazy because I say that to my clients all the time when we're talking about romantic relationships and the one. And it's like this idea that just keeps coming through, which is like this, the person that's made to love you is going to have you like in them. Like, if you unscrolled all of their DNA and you looked at all of the sequences, like, your name would be spelled in it, you know, like your name would be etched in it. Like, loving you and being in a relationship with you and being connected to you would be in them, not on them. Not so, yes, loving people takes effort and it is a conscious choice, but also it's on a soul level. There's a level of recognition. And I feel like you have that with this person because we have the star seed and we have the 6 of Cups, which is like high level soulmate connection, someone that you connect with on a soul level, and also someone that you feel like you've experienced past lives with, or you and this person have like a long history. Okay, we have bring it into form. Here comes the bride. This looks like a veil. Capricorn, are you getting married? 9 of Cups. If you've been desiring marriage, I really see that happening. What do you feel? And isn't this so interesting? Because it looks like she's like making a choice, but it's that same kind of thing, you know? One is higher than the other. What do you feel? I feel like, Capricorn, that no at the bottom of the deck is you. Questioning, going back and forth within yourself. I don't know. And the message coming through from Spirit is, what do you feel? Because I think that what you feel on a soul level is 9 of Cups. I think that what you feel is that this person is your wish fulfillment. Maybe this video will just have to be a little bit long because I'm kind of having a good time. I don't know. Let's get to Virgo. Let's get halfway through and see. Oh my God. Okay, hold on. I got to look at this really quick just to see, because I don't really do the... Forgo your belief in judgment. Now is the time to surrender the misplaced guilt that you may have brought upon yourself or another. Some terrible happening. Let go of the shame-based belief in punishment. Okay. Pandora's gift, 9 of Cups. Capricorn, it's time for you to address your shame. around your shame and your guilt around receiving and being taken care of. Oof. Drag her. Do you guys know that meme? That's what I just heard in my mind. Drag her. And not you, but me. Like personally. Personal conversation. Drag her. Okay, anyway. Nine of Cups, Pandora's gift. The reason why you're having trouble in this relationship and in this connection is because there's a part of you that is still saying no to being taken care of. A part of you still feels guilty taking from other people because you grew up in an experience where your parents were irresponsible. No shade. And not to like be mean or different things like that. You grew up in an environment where there wasn't enough. Saturn constricts. There's not enough money. There's not enough love. There's not enough attention. There's not enough food. There's not enough. And because there's not enough, and because your parents are really kind of mismanaging their lives in a way, you step up. You become parentified. You have to do things for others. You have to help out where you can. You start taking on the responsibility of other people and other people's lives. And so this is the role that you began to create in your relationships. You are the person who helps. You are the person who guides. You are the person who leads. You are the person who serves. You are not the person who is helped. You're not the person who is served. Okay? Now they're singing Let Me Love You by Mario. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to give you everything you want and need. Capricorn, your next right step is to tap into the energy of being loved. Your next right step is to tap into the energy of being taken care of receiving, of being shown up for, of trusting somebody else to give to you, of being in a relationship dynamic where there is an equal give and take, of connecting with people where they are eager to give to you and they have an abundance to give to you. That means they're not hurting when they give to you. They're not suffering when they give to you. You need to tap into that energy, bring it into form, because this soulmate relationship wants to come into union with the energy of the Six of Cups. This could be a reconciliation. There's unfinished business. This relationship that you have is in the world, not of the world. It is extraterrestrial, because we have starseed. So you might identify as being a starseed or, different alien stuff. I'm not really into it. So just take what resonates, like Pleiadian and like all that stuff. I'm not really into it. No shade, nothing against it. I don't know anything about it. But if you do and you resonate with that, then take what resonates. Okay. In the world, not of the world, the relationship is spiritual. It's incredibly spiritual, and it's like it is something that you want to experience in this lifetime. Like, not just you want to experience it consciously, but your soul wants to experience it in this lifetime. So your next right step is to go from saying, no, I can't receive this. No, I can't be taken care of. No, I can't be helped and supported, to saying yes. Okay? And if you want my lovely, amazing help, then join us for the Destined to Be Desired party. It is a 3-day 2026 pre-party where I'm helping you to vamp up your personal magnetism so you can effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure throughout the new year. You can learn more and sign up for the Destined to Be Desired party for $22 by clicking the link in the description box. You have until December 31st to join, but if you join now, you'll be able to participate in the Q&A. Okay, love you lots. Thanks so much for being here. And let's move on to Sagittarius. Okay, we got to get our timestamps. Okay, hello Sagittarius. How are you? Sun, moon, rising. Welcome to your reading. Today we're tapping into messages from Spirit about your romantic life. What does my Saggy need to hear about their romantic life? We have the Shadow Dream Catcher. we have the 10 of Wands. Sagittarius, do you feel afraid that somebody's like not going to get you? I feel like you feel afraid that this person's not going to get you. They're showing me that wild horse that wants to be free, that wants to roam, that wants closeness but doesn't want to be smothered. Sagittarius is kind of like a toddler where when your kids reach that age of like 2 and they're really starting to develop that self-concept of me, I am my own person, I am my own human being. And so they start saying no because they're now realizing and understanding that they have autonomy and they can say no to things, and they can say that they don't want to do stuff, and they can say that they don't like stuff. And so their response to everything is no, even when you know that they want something, but they still say no, right? Even in those moments where your toddler wants to be super independent and they want to do everything themselves, they're still a toddler and they still need you. And so, yes, they want to be doing things and they want to be a big kid and they want to, be all independent, but also they're still looking back to make sure that you're watching. They're still watching you to make sure that you're there. And so when I say that you're a toddler, Sagittarius, I mean, you kind of have that energy where you want to be free and you want to roam and you want to be able to go to the places that you want to go and experience the things you want to experience and try the new things that you've never tried before. And also at the same time, you want to be in a relationship with someone who will always be there and will always be a constant, and they're not going to leave you or they're not going to be upset with you. Because look at that crown. That's like Jesus' freaking crown, right? It's the sacrifice. You're feeling like in your romantic life, you have to sacrifice. Hold on, I have to get that off the floor. Okay. We have the Knight of Wands, the 8 of Swords, and the 9 of Swords. But I'm going to shuffle again because those fell on the floor. But it makes sense because you are that Knight of Wands energy. What do we need to hear for Sagittarius? We have the Queen of Pentacles. You're very focused on your career and your independence right now. You do not want someone to basically like impact your independence or impact your autonomy. It's like you have this, you kind of have this fear that you're going to get into a relationship with a man and he's not going to go along with your program. It's like you have this thought that like a man is going to slow you down, or a man is going to like tie you down, or you're going to be like, I want to just go and I want a vacation and I want to take the summer off and I just want to be in Europe, and I was looking over our finances and we'll be able to do this and I'll make some stuff stretch, but everything will be fine and it won't really impact you that bad, or blah, blah, blah. And I just want to go spend the summer in Europe. And you're afraid that you're going to have a partner who's like, no, like, we have to stay here. We can't travel. We can't do that. You're not allowed to do that. It's like, it doesn't really feel like an authoritative energy, but it just kind of feels like some fucking guy raining on your parade. That's your fear. Your fear is that somebody's going to come into your life and they're going to like cramp your style or something. What is going on? What is going on with your style, Sagittarius? We have Judgment. It's like, I feel like somebody's going to try to change you. That's your fear. And I'm not getting it's a specific person, even though it could be a specific person. I just feel like Spirit wants to talk about this fear that you have, that somebody is going to basically try to change you. Like, they're going to get a bad bitch and then want her to not be that, It's like you need to spend some time tapping into maybe like iced tea and cocoa. You know what I mean? Those kinds of relationships. We have listening for truth. I'm sorry. I hit the mic. We have listening for truth. We have faith in the process. We have defend to the end, the worthwhile. Very serious about that independence. And then we have after the storm. So for some of you, you had an experience where someone has like tried to take your independence away before. Okay, Sagittarius, Miley Cyrus, don't fuck with my freedom. I came out to get me some. I'm nasty, I'm evil. Must be something in the water, or I'm my mother's daughter. Or that I'm my mother's daughter. I don't know the lyrics. It doesn't matter. The shadow dream catcher listening for truth. Sagittarius, you need to acknowledge that you want both. You want to be independent and you want to be free and you want to be who you genuinely and authentically are. And also you want to be loved and you want to be in a relationship and you want to be like held safe and you want to be close at times. You can honor both of those things at the same time. Ten of Wands, faith in the process. We'll come back to that. Defend to the end, the worthwhile. The Queen of Pentacles. It's like you think that you have to give up your career for a man, or like a relationship is going to take away from your career, or you're saying like, oh, I can't focus on relationships right now because I just have so much going on in my career. But it's kind of a cop-out because you're abundant, you're Jupiter, you're expansive, you're the biggest, you're the largest. If anybody can figure it out and can luckily maneuver through scheduling conflicts, it's a Sagittarius, you know? Judgment after the storm, Seven of Wands. Spirit is saying you need to be bold, which I know that you know how to do, Sagittarius. I feel like you need to tap into the energy of being loved exactly as you are and being in a relationship with a man who hypes you up, basically. Being loved exactly as you are and being in a relationship with a man who wants to see you thrive and who wants to see you do everything that you desire in life, because that exists. I feel like you've had experiences or like women in your family at some point in time, because we can inherit stuff generation to generation. Just because our parents didn't deal with something doesn't mean we're not dealing with something inherited. Like my mom was very independent. She was a single mother. I still have stuff to move through and heal around financial abuse and not allowing myself to be undermined and like unsupported and abused by a man in a relationship just because he's taking care of me. I still have stuff to move through around that because my grandmother and her mother were in those kinds of relationships where the man was a really big provider for them, and their autonomy and their freedom and like all of these other things were impacted by that. And so it's like I still have remnants of that wound, even though my mother didn't appear to have that wound. Even though she did have the same abandonment wound, she just responded by becoming hyper independent and refusing to lean on men for support. I'm taking a different route. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So you've got some ancestral stuff, do some reflection, thinking about your family history and things like that. But, you know, only take what resonates. But that's what I see. That's what I see for you, Sagittarius, is to see yourself being loved without having to sacrifice yourself. And they're like, have faith in that. And it's basically this like like you're a lovable person. It's like sometimes you feel like you're too much, or you feel like you're not, yeah, like your personality's too much, or you're too needy, or you like are too adventurous, or different things like that. You just haven't been with people who like support you and see the best in you and like actually love you and like you. You know what I mean? Okay, so that's what we got for Sagittarius. And it's already been an hour, y'all. What are we even going to do? Oh, wait, Sagittarius. Just kidding. Check out D2BD. Destined to be Desired is the 3-day 2026 pre-party where I'm helping you vamp up your personal magnetism so you can effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure throughout the new year. Get the details on the schedule for all 3 of the days. You can join us live or watch the replay when you click the link in the description box down below. I love you lots. Doors close December 31st, 2025, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So you have until the end of the year to join us. But of course, when you join now, you'll get to participate in the Q&As. So if you have questions about manifestation, your mindset, things that are coming up during the workshops, this is such a great opportunity to get some one-on-one support from me. Okay, let's move on now to Scorpio. Okay. 106. And if I said we were only doing 7 signs, if I said we were only doing half the signs, then what? And if I said we're only doing 5, then what? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're on sign number 5. Hi, Scorpio. Sun, moon, or rising, or Venus, or Mars, whatever resonates. We're tapping into the energy for my Scorpio collective. That's so interesting. For my Scorpio collective. What does my Scorpio collective need to hear? We have the 10 of Cups. This is so good. We have the family, the karmic soul tribe, the family. 10 of Cups is the joyous sky. I hate when the cards fall. Okay. At least one of those cards was the 8 of Wands, but we'll see. We'll see. For Scorpio, what's going on? For Scorpio, we got the 6 of Cups. We also got the 6 of Cups in Aquarius's reading, I think. Or Capricorn's reading. I don't remember. So let's not even go there. Okay, we have the star at the bottom of the deck. Okay. We have the 10 of Cups. The 10 of Cups. We literally just got Pandora's Gift. I think it was for Capricorn. So you might want to go watch that. Okay. Karmic Soul Tribe, the family. We got the power of attraction. So there's someone who you feel magnetically attracted to. 6 of Cups and inspiration. This is someone who inspires you creatively. It wouldn't surprise me if you and this person didn't have like 5th house synastry in your natal charts. You don't have to know this. It doesn't matter. But if it did, like, just take the extra confirmation. This is the kind of person where when you get around this person and when you get around this person's energy and when you start connecting with this person more and more, you start to be inspired about like your life and your future and like the things that you could do, and things start just falling into place where you're like, that would be really beautiful and that would be really lovely and that would actually work out really wonderfully. And it's not just about your life with this person, it's about your life in general. When you hang out with this person, or after you hang out with this person, or when you think about this person, or when you're journaling about this person, you get glimpses, maybe even dreams. You get glimpses, you get dreams, you get realizations, you get inspirations, you get ideas about like yourself and your life and the things you want to do, the things that you want to create, the places that you want to go. You know what I mean? So this is somebody who really inspires you. We have the Two of Pentacles, and that's being clarified by releasing allegiances. Excuse me, it's being clarified by releasing allegiances. Okay, I have to get tarot to clarify these. We have the Hierophant. Ten of Cups, Pandora's Gift, the Hierophant. Power of Attraction, we have the World, which we literally got for Pisces. And then we have the King of Pentacles, which we also got for Pisces. So you could, that's so funny, me too, I'm Pisces sun. You could need to go watch Pisces reading as well. But you could also be dealing with someone who is a Capricorn, Virgo, or Taurus, but you don't have to be. Okay. The Hierophant, the World, the King of Pentacles, and okay, what's this last one? That's what I really need clarity on. Death. And this is your card. This is Scorpio. Okay. So you are being called to transform right now. With the energy of the Hermit card, you know this because you've been naturally feeling drawn into that moment, that solitude. You've been naturally more just inward, okay? You know as a Scorpio that it's time for you to transform when you don't feel as like you don't feel particularly social, and you just feel more contemplative, and you feel more like you're just kind of in your head a lot. There's this mental energy of thinking and going back and forth, especially with that Two of Pentacles. This is thinking, this is going back and forth. Releasing allegiances. There are bees here, and then there are bees in the inspiration card too. Bees could be very relevant. Okay, so can the birds and the bees, because there are birds all over the hippos and the Six of Cups, but that's not what I was getting. I was getting bees. This person inspires you, and it's causing this internal transformation where you're releasing something. What are you releasing? The Hierophant, the Ten of Cups, Pandora's Gift. We just looked into Pandora's Gift. This is about, basically, we're going to say fear, shame, and guilt that is blocking us from receiving this Ten of Cups, the Hierophant. Your fear, shame, and guilt came from religious upbringing. Your fear, shame, and guilt came from like the values of your family, basically. Fear, shame, guilt around relationships. The Ten of Cups is, it's not just wish fulfillment. I got everything I wanted. The Ten of Cups is mutual emotional fulfillment. It is deep satisfaction and like a family and a home with another person. But there were like certain values instilled in you at a young time that conflict with this Ten of Cups happiness that you see with this person. Will we pull more cards on this? Let's see. We have the Power of Attraction and the World. This could be someone that you connect with on social media because she has like the Instagram like hearts all over her. soul tribe, the family. You and this person, because there's bees here too. Well, there's bees in his like energy and like his crown, and she has dragonflies. And there's honeycomb. Bees, Sweetener. Go listen to the song Sweetener by Ariana Grande. Okay, so this could have been the person that you were dealing with. I feel like it was both of you. I feel like it was both of you. Like you would resonate with like mirroring this person. In some way, the things that they go through or the things that they've experienced are very similar to the things that you go through and the things that you have experienced. I'm sorry, my lips are like chapped. I just put Aquaphor on them before this. Okay. Yeah. The Six of Cups, this says the reuniting water hole. You have a soulmate connection that is so strong that it is powerfully inspiring and causing a change and transformation in the way that you and this other person behave and show up in relationships. There were certain like self-protecting mechanisms that manifested in self-sabotage. You and this person were making choices and decisions that sabotaged this connection. Maybe it was just your person. Maybe it was just you. I don't know. Take what resonates. But this releasing allegiances, it's like you're growing and realizing, or this person is growing and realizing that I'm finding it. They were sabotaging this relationship and connection because they didn't feel worthy, because they didn't feel good enough, because they are flawed. Yes, Scorpio, of course, we're talking about fear, shame, and guilt. Somebody, both of you, probably, I hit the camera, I'm sorry. Somebody had a life experience where it was like, they were raised to believe that they had to be perfect in order to be worthy of like love or celebration or praise. And this is someone who never really met the standard of perfection, even though they could have been amazing, even though they could have been great. This is someone who could have been raised in a household where, you know, they get a 98 on a test and their parents are like, why didn't you get 100? You know, it's that kind of experience. So there's fear, shame, guilt, judgment that this person has towards themselves, where they don't feel good enough to basically be loved and have this 10 of cups that they know that they can have with you, because literally you are their soul family and they feel this strong pull and connection towards you. And when the two of you connect, they are powerfully inspired, just like you are powerfully inspired. I feel like you and this person have like a really good time together. And with the 10, the 2 of Pentacles and the releasing allegiances, this relationship is going to come into balance as you both, question mark, continue to transform and release the fear, shame, and guilt that's been holding you back. So the problems that you've been having in this romantic relationship, Scorpio, are about unworthiness and low self-esteem. That's it. It's been about unworthiness, and it's been about low self-esteem this entire time. And that is transforming with the star at the bottom of the deck. Yes, there's healing that's happening and taking place in this connection. So take that as your confirmation that either your person is healing or you and your person are healing. Okay? Comment down below. Tell me. Does that resonate? Okay. Also, don't forget about the D2BD party. I'm super excited for it. I'm just getting tired. We're almost halfway done. Destined to be Desired is the 3-day 2026 pre-party for the woman ready to vamp up her personal magnetism and effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure to her throughout the new year. Okay? You want to learn about all 3 days of Destined to be Desired. You can click the link in the description box and you can join us for $22. Okay? Doors to Destined to be Desired will close on January 31st. December 31st. Why the fuck do I keep saying January 31st? Should I just keep it open until January 31st? Like, oh my God. Do I just need to do that? Okay, that's another conversation for another time. Okay. Hi, Sagittarius. I mean, we're going backwards. Hi, Libra. Libra 121. Okay. Hi, Libra. Welcome to your reading. We're tapping into what do you need to hear about your romantic life. And I think we might be okay with time. Well, it might be 2 hours long. I don't know. We're going to go as quickly as we can. All right. For my Libra collective, for the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, whatever. What do we have here? We have the 3 of Cups and we have the Ace of Cups. Did you meet somebody while you were out partying? Somebody might be going to a party for like New Year's or something like that. And you're going to meet someone, or you're going to bump into someone, or you're going to connect with somebody who's like a friend of a friend of a friend. Libra, Libra, Libra. Libra, Libra, Libra. We have the Star. And we have the 5 of Cups. Okay. The Star, 5 of Cups, 3 of Cups, Ace of Cups, the Star, 5 of Cups. Going beyond normal. We keep getting this freaking card. Releasing allegiances. We literally got this for Scorpio, so you could definitely have Scorpio placements as well. We got the perfection of your life. That tried to come out for Scorpio too. And then we got after the storm. 5 of Cups, after the storm. Somebody wants to make amends with you, Libra. Somebody wants to make amends with you. Somebody wants to make this relationship like better. They want the relationship to come back together. With the Star, they want healing with you. It feels like you and this person could have had a tower moment in your relationship, which is basically, it looks like lightning striking this tree and kind of like splitting it open. But the energy of the tower is you have an unpleasant event, but and like, yes, it tears shit down, but it only tears down a building that was built on an unstable foundation. So it needed to be torn down anyway so that it could be built up the right way. And that's what the Star card feels like. It feels like the healing. It feels like after the Tower card, this is the healing that takes place. This is the rest and the restoration. And then we have the perfection of your life, which is literally like you could be going through a storm and you don't see it yet, but there's still beauty in that. There's still divine orchestration in that. And when this storm passes, you're going to see things differently. I think that's what that card is about, but that's the most relevant part for this one. We have the Ace of Cups and we have releasing allegiances. We'll come back to that. We have the 3 of Cups and going beyond normal. No, we have to do tarot. After the storm, owls bring messages. This could be somebody sending you a message to basically reconcile with you. Okay, we have Death, the World, the Four of Cups, and the Eight of Pentacles. Three of Cups, Death, going beyond normal. Ace of Cups, releasing agencies, the World, the Star, Four of Cups, the Perfection. Okay, this is the storyline that I'm getting. I kind of feel like you had a relationship and a connection with someone where in the very beginning, I want to say you were not their usual type. I don't want to say you're not their type, like they saw you and they felt like you weren't beautiful or they felt like you weren't attractive. I feel like when they saw you, you were just not their usual type, the type of woman that they typically go out with, the type of person that they typically, ask out on a date. You are beyond their normal. But there's an ending here. So with the energy of the Three of Cups, this could have literally been a third party situation. I don't feel strongly that it was a third party situation, just maybe somebody was dating multiple people, or they were talking to multiple people, or there's just multiple energies here. They have a lot of people in their past. They've dated, they've gotten around. Okay, they're singing Tupac, I get around, right? This also could have been somebody who was in like a non-committal energy, going beyond normal. Yes, this is somebody who I feel was, maybe you would describe them as a player. You would describe them as somebody who just wants to be friends. You guys could have, in the beginning of your relationship, had like a friends with benefits situation going on. But with the energy of the Ace of Cups in the World and releasing allegiances, it's literally like the world is coming to an end of a cycle. The Ace of Cups is a new beginning, a new emotional beginning. So this is somebody who basically caught feelings for you. This is somebody who developed an emotional connection and attachment towards you. Death card, releasing allegiances. These are two naked women. And to me, that's about vulnerability. With the energy of the Four of Cups, there was a time this person, they could have been partying a lot, or they just were in a period of time where they were focusing on the Three of Cups, just like we got the Three of Cups in the beginning. You were giving them the Ace of Cups, literally. You were trying to offer them an emotional beginning, something real, something genuine, something authentic, something deep, something intimate, something that required vulnerability. This person was like, no. This created some sort of storm in your life, like being rejected by this person brought up some stuff that you needed to heal from. And I feel that you are focused on your healing, or you did focus on your healing. Now, Eight of Pentacles after the storm, Five of Cups. This card literally says the split regret. This person regrets the way that things unfolded in your relationship. Literally, the perfection of your life is about a storm passing through. And then after the storm is after that storm has passed. Let me get just a couple more cards. Because I know I can see this person working on something, like sending you a message. Okay, we have Justice. We have the Page of Cups. One more. And we have the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like this person is working on bringing you a message, where they're basically telling you that they want to be in a relationship with you or they want to be in a connection with you. And with the energy of the Page of Cups, they're giving you more vulnerability. Pages are students, pages are learning. This is somebody who, you know, did not develop the skills of identifying and communicating how they feel, being emotional and being open. Literally, with the King of Swords at the bottom of the deck, right? This person could be air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, but of course they don't have to be. This is somebody who did not develop that skill of being open and being vulnerable and like telling people how you feel. This is the kind of person who, like, you know, in elementary school around like Valentine's Day, you know, this person was the kid who didn't give his crush, you know, the special Valentine. You know what I mean? Like, you know, when it was like Valentine's Day and like maybe you had like a crush and you have like your little like Valentines that you're passing out to the class, but you have like your specific crush and you're like, this is the best Valentine. So like, this is the Valentine that I'm going to give to my crush. You know, I feel like this person had moments like that where they had desires or people that they liked or like crushes that they had and, you know, different things like that. And I feel like they had a lot of connections that just did not go off the ground, that just did not come together because this person did not give that vulnerability, because this person did not express like what was alive within him, what he wanted, what he needed, what he felt, the emotions and the desire. And I feel like you bring that out of this person. Okay, I feel like this person is kind of done with the superficial. They want to go beyond their normal. What they have been doing is not working. With the energy of the Seven of Pentacles, I feel like right now this person is putting on work, putting in work. So of course I'm always going to tell you, as the manifestor of your reality, to expect your person or to expect your relationship, like continue to do the work that you're doing. But as far as this current like check-in and like energetic time, I see this person genuinely putting in the work. So if you're having an experience where you're like, why haven't I heard from this person and different things like that, I feel like this person is like in therapy, or this person is reading self-help books, this person is journaling, this person is typing out, you know, letters to you in the notes app, and they're, you know, rereading the drafts and different things like that. They're figuring out how to communicate to you about everything. There was a storm in this person's like mind when it came to you, basically. I feel like this connection shook shit up a lot for you, but it also really shook shit up a lot for your person. Okay, Libra? So comment down below, tell me if this is resonating with you, and if you want something to do in the meantime while you are expecting your person and tapping into the energy of them, you know, coming back around and being ready and emotionally available. You should definitely check out Destined to Be Desired. It is the 3-day 2026 pre-party for the woman ready to vamp up her personal magnetism and effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure throughout the new year. You can click the link in the description box to get a breakdown of our schedule for all 3 days of Destined to Be Desired, and you can join. Yeah, when you click the link. Okay, love you lots. Like, share, comment, and subscribe on your way over there. And for those of you that have joined or are about to join, I will see you tomorrow in Destined to Be Desired. Okay. What's next? Who's next? Virgo. Oh my God. Like, this is crazy. Like, it's not crazy like it's bad. It's just crazy like... Readers that do this shit, all sign readings, like all that stuff, like daily, like stronger than the Marines. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading. For those of you that have a Virgo sun, moon, rising, maybe Mars, maybe Venus, what the hell ever. Let's tap into your energy and see what Spirit wants to tell you about your romantic life. We have the 5 of Cups immediately. What do you want to tell the Virgo collective about their romantic life? We have the shadow self, the dark inner swamp. We have the caution. Oh shit, Virgo. What the hell are you into? The devil? Bitch, this is crazy. Who the fuck are you dealing with, Virgo? This is scary. This is scary. Oh my God, jump scare. What the fuck? Oh my God. Okay. We have the Five of Cups. We have the Shadow Self. We have the Caution. And we have the Devil. Okay. So I feel like, Virgo, you deal with a lot of fears. Yes. Because we have new birth, guarded vigilantly. Yeah. You deal with a lot of fears. You deal with a lot of anxiety. This is like Snow White when she's running through the dark forest and everything is so light, and then all of a sudden she just is seeing eyes in the trees, and she's like, oh my God, it's the people, they're coming to get me. And she like has a panic attack, passes out on the floor of the forest, wakes up in the morning. Mind you, it was a bunny in the trees. You know what I'm saying? She's freaked out. She's thinking it's demons. I don't know what she thought it was. She's thinking it's bears. She's thinking she's going to die. It was the bunnies of the forest going, who is that little white girl running around here screaming? I'm trying to sleep. Virgo, you have had some experiences in romance where people presented themselves as one thing, but then they actually ended up being something completely fucking different. And that traumatized you. Okay? What you want wants you. Mm-hmm. Diving for light. Yeah. There is a part of you that expects. Yep. She feels she knows. Shock of the new. Do you have a new person or do you want a new person? I mean, I don't get that you have a specific person in mind, but you might. But I don't get that. I get that you're opening up to new love. We're going to pull just a couple. Queen of Swords. Yeah. She gets down. She don't play. Knight of Cups. Temperance. One more for Virgo. Not all of that. Oh, but that's kind of good. Okay, fine. I'll take all of those. We got the Lovers, the Six of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. That's you, Virgo. Tired and fighting. Okay. So, Four of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Virgo, you are mercurial. So that means you are ruled by Mercury, which is the mind. It's our thoughts. Virgo, you have a brilliant, amazing, wonderful, analytical mind. You are detail-oriented. And that means you are so damn good at your job. And you are so damn good at serving other people. It's wonderful. However, it becomes challenging to be the brilliant and sharp Virgo when you've experienced negativity, you've experienced heartbreak, you've experienced heartache, and all of a sudden you are now scanning and watching everything for danger. You are not just protecting yourself, you are being hyper vigilant. You are being defensive. And so, in a way, you are looking for red flags. I don't like the thing that guy said to me, so blocked. I don't like da-da-da-da-da-da, so blocked. And you might be able to pass it off with others as, I just have high standards, I run a strict program, blah, 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 blah. But the truth is, you're scared. The truth is, you are terrified to be vulnerable, to be hurt, to be abused, to be abandoned, to get into a relationship that you can't get out of. The devil is chained. And so all of this being hypercritical and not being able to find a match, and there's no good men in the city and all of that stuff, it's actually not about the men at all. It's about you and the fact that you don't feel safe to be loved right now. New birth, guarded vigilantly. You underwent a transformation. You underwent a heartbreak that you had to heal from, that you had to take time out from, that you had to reinvent yourself. You had to heal yourself. You had an experience where it's like things were shattered and you were left to pick up the pieces alone. And so now there's this idea of like, I don't want to put myself out there. I don't want to be vulnerable. I don't want to do this and this and this, because if I do, then what if it's more of the same? If I do, what if the negative thing happens again? Then I'm going to be fucked over, basically. But with the energy of the Knight of Cups and what you want wants you, the dark inner swamp, it's like you are giving over to the human likelihood, like you can have a tendency of being negative, and you can have a tendency of being pessimistic because you're Virgoan and you're earthy and you're practical and you want to look at the things that make sense. And you also kind of have this energy of like, I'm not going to get my hopes up. This is the kind of woman who would say, I'll believe it when I see it. But that's not manifestation. Right? Manifestation is I'll believe it and then I will see it. I choose to believe it and then it must manifest in my life. And so right now you're living this self-fulfilling prophecy energetically, where a part of you is saying, no man is worth my time. Men are walking red flags. And what you're getting is your reality reflecting that story back to you. Walking red flags, men that aren't worth your time, men that aren't worth being taken seriously. And so you're getting frustrated and you're getting upset. And the message that's coming through from Spirit is you need to be willing to tap into that Piscean descendant. That's your opposite sign. That's your sister sign. You need to be willing to tap into that watery energy, those emotional depths. And you need to be willing to believe that what you want wants you. Okay. I just shared this affirmation in a pick a card reading that I did. I'm opening up more and more to the idea that money wants to come to me. You can do that affirmation for any of your desires. Do it with your relationship. I'm opening up more and more to the idea that a successful, responsible man wants to be in a relationship with me. I'm opening up more and more to the idea that I'm worthy of being loved. I'm opening up more and more to the idea that there might be a man in this city perfect for me. I'm opening up more and more to the idea that my ideal man might want to be in a relationship with someone just like me. What you want wants you. Spirit is telling you there is a romantic offer. There is a man available. But while you're telling the story that it's unsafe to love and you're defensive, you're not a vibrational match. You're not aligned. You're not allowing him in. You're being cautious and hypervigilant, and you're feeling unsafe. Diving for light, she feels she knows, telling a new story. It's time for you to heal your fears, okay? We're literally doing fear healing and breath work to regulate your nervous system during Destined to be Desired. We start tomorrow. We're literally doing the breath work together live tomorrow, and you'll get replays to this workshop for life. This would be a great thing for you to join to move through these fears, period. So it's time for you to move through the fear. You dealt with somebody who was like a liar, somebody who was a pretender, like somebody who was just like basically saying things to you to get you to do something for them or to get you to behave in a specific way, just like somebody very manipulative, somebody very untrustworthy. So you need to heal that, and you need to release that. You need to feel safe to be loved again. And when she feels she knows, the message is that you can trust yourself. When this new lover comes in and he has like a good heart and a good soul and he's a genuine, authentic person, you will be able to trust that. You will be able to sense that. You will be able to know that. Just like those people who didn't have integrity, a part of you knew. Okay. And with the energy of shock of the new, this is like you tapping into that energy of the guy that you want. You do this through your journaling. You do this through your EFT tapping, the Lover, Six of Cups, the Six of Wands, and the Nine of Wands. It's like they're saying, go back to the kind of love that you wanted when you were a little girl. Okay. There's a specific fairy tale movie, maybe it's Snow White, right? Something that you watched and you were like, I want to have a love like that. I want to have an experience like that. It's like, go back to that innocent energy. And of course, your taste can change, you know, now as an adult versus being a 6-year-old girl. But go back and start reflecting on what it is that you wanted and the kind of love that you wanted to have as a little girl, and then from an adult woman's perspective, start tapping into the energy of, okay, and what would that look like practically if that could happen right here and right now? If miracles could happen, if I could get that kind of love, if I could get that kind of guy, this is what it would look like. This is what it would feel like. This is what would happen. Okay. All right. Let's move this along to Leo, and we're almost done. I'm really tripping that I have 5 signs left to do, y'all. Like, this is crazy. The next time that I do this, if I do this, I will go live or something so I don't have to upload this big ass video. Okay. Leo. 1. I'm sorry, y'all. We about to shorten the length of these. Okay. Hello, Leo. Welcome to your reading. If you're a Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, what the hell ever, if you want to watch Leo's reading, let's tap in. Whoa, that came out so quickly. We have the Two of Pentacles. This is, what do you need to hear in romance? We got the Two of Pentacles. We got the Four of Wands. We got the Star and the King of Wands. Number 1, Leo, you need to tap into the energy, Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You need to tap into the energy of being the number one. The number one. I was rooting for you. I have never in my life yelled at a girl like this. I cannot believe that I am having to tell Leo, of all people, that you need to tap into the energy of being a fucking star. Of being number one, okay? With the energy of the Two of Pentacles, this is like in your previous relationships or current romantic like connection, there's an energy of you not being number one, you not being prioritized. And it's not that they're dating other people, even though they could be dating other people. It's that they're not committing to you, and or they're not committing to you and putting you like as their number one. It's like an experience of people putting you on the back burner, having experiences with guys where they're like, I really like you. It's just, I've got a lot going on right now. I got this stuff and this stuff. And it's like everybody having a million different excuses to put you on the back burner. And there's a lot of nuance to what I'm about to say, but just take this phrase within this context and we'll expand on it. When people want to prioritize you, they will, and they do. I have a whole podcast episode on, he probably wants to, but he's not. And like, that's so valid. But for this reading and for this lens, we have to talk in this way. So let's just expand on it. If people wanted to prioritize you, then they would. What I mean is, as you tap into the energy of being the number one and being the priority, it's kind of like an experience of a Beyonce concert, right? Beyonce has Mars in Leo, I believe. The experience of going to a Beyonce concert. There are people who flew from the United States to London just to go see Beyonce live. There are people who flew to different places around the country just to see Beyonce live, just to see her perform, just to be in her presence, just to see her show, just to receive her artistry and her message and her encouragement and her healing that they experience through watching her perform and, receiving and interacting with her art. There are people who traveled around and followed her to multiple different stops and locations, dedicated their time, their energy, their effort, their attention, their money to being around her and being in her presence and being in her space. Beyonce is a star. And when you are connecting with somebody who is a star, and you're connecting with somebody who lights you up, and you're connecting with somebody who makes you feel so good, and you're connecting with somebody who you just want to be around, they're saying what you won't do, you'll do for love. You've had experience where it's like, I really like you, Leo, and I really think that you're really cool, and I really think that you're really great, but, I just can't right now. Like, sucks. Hopefully next lifetime. And the next right step for you in response to that is you tapping into that energy of being wanted and being desired and being the top priority and being the number one. I love talking to my clients about this. It's connecting to the energy of being valued. What does it look like and what does it feel like to be valued by a man in his life? That can look like a man calling you or texting you, hanging out with you, wanting to see you again because of the way that he feels in your presence and your energy. You bring value into his life. You bring value into his world. He is seeking you out because you bring value into his life. You bring value into his world. You need to tap into the energy of being so valuable that a man would give up everything to be with you. And we're not saying that he has to give up everything to be with you. We're not saying that he will give up everything to be with you, but that's the energy. It's the energy of devotion. It's the energy of being the number one. It's the energy of being the most important. It's the energy of being the star and the Four of Wands. It's the energy of being the wife. And as you tap into this energy of next level irresistibility, then you attract this King of Wands energy, which is the man who's going to take leadership and go after you in a relationship and basically commit to being with you, okay? So they're basically saying you're on the right track with the energy of the Two of Pentacles. You just need to clean up that wobble and get super clear and build out that belief system of I am number one. I am the star. I am the number one priority. Okay, I am the woman who is valued. I am the woman that men fight to be in relationships and connections with. Okay. And there are sirens going, but I don't think you'll be able to hear them with the microphone, okay? Don't forget about Destined to Be Desired. This is actually really, really perfect because that's literally what we're doing, right? On day 3 of Destined to Be Desired, we're tapping into the irresistible, influential, and in high demand energy. You're going to step into your personal magnetism like never before as you embody the version of yourself who owns her pleasure and knows how to use her irresistible ability to receive what she desires. Day 3 is all about amplifying that magnetism like crazy. Day 2 is all about aligning with your highest timeline for 2026. Day 1 is all about reflecting and releasing the shit from 2025 and before. So during day 1, we'll move through that story that says you're not the priority, you're not the number one. During day 2, we'll tap into that version of you who moved through 2026, had an amazing year, and was valued. And then in day 3, we will tap even further and even deeper into that energy of magnetism, of being the woman who is irresistible, being the woman who is in high demand, being the woman to watch, being the woman that they can't get enough of. In this particular case, being the woman that men can't get enough of, or being the woman that your man cannot get enough of. Okay, Leo, love you lots. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Click the link in the description box to get your tickets to Destined to Be Desired, and I will see you in the next reading. Let's get into, I swear to God, you guys better like the fuck out of this shit. You better like the fuck out of this video. I've been here for nearly 2 hours, not even fucking done. Oh my God. I'm so happy that we started with Pisces, because I would be pissed if I was at my level of energy. If I was at the level of energy that I'm at right now and my sign was still 4 signs away, I'd be really angry. So I'm really happy. I'm really happy that I went backwards, and sorry to the other signs. Okay. I'm trying not to do 10 minutes per, but it's kind of just happening. Okay, we're gonna fix it. We're gonna fix it. Okay. Hi, Cancer. All right, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mercury, Mars, whatever. Cancer, whatever. You're watching. You're tapped in. What does Spirit want to tell my Cancer collective about their romantic life? What does Spirit want to tell my Cancerian collective about their romantic life? We have Temperance, Yin Yang. We have the Shadow Dream Catcher. I'm not taking all of those cards. We have the Rebirthing Bonfire. We got this. We might have got this for Cap. No, I can't say that because I don't remember. And then we got the 5 of Cups. Okay, Cancer. What is Temperance? Faith in the process. What is the Shadow Dream Catcher? This is inspiration. What is the Sacred Fire? Visions of life beyond death. 5 of Cups, Heaven Sent. You feeling discouraged around like your love life? Like your romantic life? I get an energy here of like disappointment and discouragement. We have the World. Temperance clarified by the World. Balance, faith in the process. Shadow Dream Catcher. 8 of Cups, inspiration. Visions of life beyond death. The Empress, rebirthing fire. And the Lovers. 5 of Cups, Heaven Sent. The Lovers. I feel like you're undergoing a transformation, but you're not seeing how much you've really transformed, or you're not seeing how much things have actually grown, or you're not seeing how much you have really progressed, because it's almost like there's the energy of what you're creating and what you're calling in, which is a like soulmate connection and relationship, a relationship where you feel loved, a relationship where you really feel cherished and you're treated as the Empress, right? The Empress is the most beautiful woman in the entire tarot deck. But with the energy of the 8 of Cups, I really don't want to pull up my freaking... I don't want to pull up the guidebook because there's something I'm missing about the Shadow Dream Catcher. Inspiration, 8 of Cups. You want something more. Your last relationships were not like fulfilling to you. They weren't giving to you. And I feel like one of the reasons why you weren't getting what you needed in your last relationships and connections is because you weren't saying it. You weren't expressing clearly what you wanted. Cancer, crab, passive aggressive. Cancer, the crab. The crab doesn't go straight back and forth. The crab moves side to side. If it wants something, it goes towards it sideways. Cancer is a passive aggressive sign. Not all the time, but it can be. And I feel like that's the energy that you've been in. You have been High Priestess at the bottom of the deck. You have been either passive aggressive or like dropping hints, or like it doesn't even have to be aggressive, just passive. Like, you know, that TikTok thing where it's like, wow, I would really love a free soda. I really wish I was having a free soda, or like something. And they're like, is it called like dry begging? I don't know. But they're basically saying, I wish I could have this thing for free. And they're basically saying if the other person who's like working there or whatever will give them what they're asking for free. It's that kind of energy. Like, you want a guy to do something, but instead of telling him directly that you want him to do something, you post to your Instagram story like, I love men who buy me flowers. You know what I'm saying? You've been dissatisfied in previous romantic relationships and connections. One of the reasons why you have been dissatisfied is because you haven't spoken up. The Empress speaks about what she needs. A part of being a grown-up and creating healthy relationships is being able to identify and communicate what you need and how you feel and what's alive within you. Visions of life beyond death. Let me see what this is. We have 44. Visions of life beyond death. Vision coming about. I feel like things are about to get revamped for you in your romantic life. If things have been feeling stagnant and like dissatisfying and disappointing, I feel like things are about to get like amped up for you. Things are about to get exciting for you, especially because we have Jupiter in Cancer right now. I feel like the Jupiter and Cancer transit, you're going to really like that. You're going to really enjoy that. That's going to bring a lot of like luck and alignment and even like romance into your life, the world. You're coming to the end of a romantic cycle where you were connected with people who were just like not compatible with you. It's like the relationship just wasn't working. We're just too different. We're not compatible. It's like sometimes you connect with people who they're the opposite sign of you and it's great and it's amazing and it's like, oh my God, like we're so similar. But when you're connecting with someone who's the opposite sign of you and you guys aren't on a similar vibration, it can just be irritating. Like I know someone who has Cancer and Cancer placement and I have a Capricorn moon. And so my Capricorn moon is in the 3rd house. And when she's driving in the car, the choices that she makes while she's driving, if she would go left, I would have made the decision to go right. And so sometimes she does things and takes specific routes. And I'm like, why are we going this way? Why are we taking this route? It's irritating me. And so I feel like that's the experience that you've had in like romantic relationships where it's like, you want to communicate in one way. You want to do one thing in one way and they want to do it in a completely different way. And it's just like, this is so fucking irritating and it's so unnecessary and I'm so like frustrated and I'm so just irritated. So I feel like you've been having an experience where things just were not feeling aligned. But you are starting to put yourself out there again, like even just energetically, opening up and acknowledging that it is your dream to have a relationship, especially with the Empress. Like it is your dream to be a mother. It is your dream to be loved. It is your dream to be a wife. You're going from an experience of having to have faith in the process. This is 32 to having heaven sent, 33. Literally. The message coming through from Spirit is you have a soulmate that's about to come in. So heal from and stop focusing on and like harping on the negative stories of your past, because there is a soulmate connection that's coming in. And instead of focusing on the disappointments and regret from your past, you could be focusing on leveling up and practicing communicating and expressing how you feel and what you need and what you want. Okay. Yeah, hold on. I have to hold on. Okay. Destined to be Desired. Check it out. 3-day. It starts tomorrow. You can join us live or you can catch the replay. It's the 3-day 2026 pre-party for the woman ready to vamp up her personal magnetism and effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure throughout the new year. Learn more about Destined to be Desired. Get the schedule for all 3 days and join us live or watch the replay when you click the link in the description box. Okay, it's $22. Okay, like, share, comment, and subscribe on your way over there. And give me 1 second. Okay, we have 3 more to go. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes for all of these because I'm officially done. Sorry to the last 3 signs. I knew this was going to happen. I couldn't do it to Pisces. I knew it was going to happen. I couldn't do it to Pisces. I'm sorry. It's not fair that it had to happen to someone. I hate that it was you 3, but I couldn't do it to Pisces. I couldn't. Not my sisters, you know. Anyway. All right, Gemini, 20514. Okay, Gemini, let's get into this. What does Gemini need to hear about their romantic life? We have the 10 of Cups. This is Harmony, Chariot. Oh my God, good. We don't even have to do a long one for this. This is really good, okay? 10 of Cups, Balance, Chariot. 10 of Cups feels like harmony. The Chariot feels like success. And the Magician feels like you manifesting, okay? You've been doing work to manifest romance, Gemini. I feel like the message coming through from Spirit is that it's working. The work that you have been doing is working. But with the energy of the 3 of Swords. Oh, this is like when you're doing a new thing and you're building out a new belief system and you're telling a new story and you're manifesting the new romance, all of your previous old pain and all of that stuff has to come up to be shifted. I have done a million podcast episodes on this, so go listen to the Naked and Noisy podcast. But basically, that's the long and the short of it. You're experiencing a lot of triggers, like romantically, and it could be around like your beauty and different things like that, just because you have decided, okay, I'm ready to manifest my person. I'm ready to manifest a serious commitment. I'm ready to manifest success romantically. And so all of this stuff is coming up for you to heal. Vase. You have a Secret, Admirer, Eyes, Psychic ability, trust your intuition. You could literally have a December. This person could be a Capricorn or a Sagittarius. You have Broken Ring, parting of the ways, either in romance or business. Chair empty. Someone is leaving your life. So, okay, some of you, you just got out of a relationship and you're wanting to manifest a new love connection. Like, you could have just experienced heartbreak and you're clearing it out, or you've decided to come back onto the scene and you're being triggered and something needs to get cleared out. I get multiple storylines, but what I do know for sure is you've had a heartbreak in the past and you are actively deciding to put energy and effort towards creating a new romantic relationship right now. But you're thinking about a previous person. You're thinking about an old relationship. You're thinking about somebody who walked out of your life, or somebody that you walked away from, somebody who left you out in the cold, or somebody who you left out in the cold. Let's see. You literally have 2 minutes left, but let's see what we can pull out here. Psychic abilities, trust your intuition, attract through glow. We got this message. Who do we get this message for? I can't even fucking remember. We got a similar message about attracting someone into your life. It doesn't even matter. somebody is being attracted into your life. And this could be somebody from your past who is admiring you. And with the energy of this eye, psychic ability, you know that this person is watching you. You know that this person is attracted to you. You know that this person wants to see you. Immense growth, because you have undergone immense growth. Basically, somebody is seeing and perceiving your glow up. And they want to connect with you. They want to reconcile with you. You are more. I don't know if you're going for that. I feel like the message that's coming through from Spirit is you don't have to settle. Sacred boundaries. You have somebody in your life who wants to come back around. Spirit is saying, don't. And not, I don't believe in Spirit to tell us yes versus no, but they're just like, if you feel tempted to let this person back into your life just because you're afraid that you're not going to get someone better, or you're not going to receive, like, this is the best that you can do, basically, they're like, don't behave based on that understanding, because it's not true. Yes, your intuition is right that this person is thinking about you. Yes, your intuition is right that this person is like looking you up on like social media and stuff. Yes, your intuition is right that this person wants to like come back in from out in the cold. But you don't have to focus on this person at all. You don't have to be connected with this person. Like, you don't have to reconcile with this person. And I feel like you're going to have a better romantic experience if you just continue glowing up and you continue basically doing what you were already doing to improve yourself and improve your life, which is what has this person's attention. You're going to attract a better offer. So they're basically like, don't settle for the first offer that comes along, Gemini, okay? Let me know if that resonates with you. And don't forget to check out the Destined to Be Desired Party. It's the 3-day 2026 pre-party where I'm helping you to vamp up your personal magnetism so that you can effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure throughout the new year. I'm super excited for this. You can get the breakdown on all 3 days, and you can sign up to hang out with me this weekend or catch the replays by clicking the link in the description box down below. The doors close on January 1st. Okay, so you have until the new year to join. And with that being said, let's move it along to who's next? Taurus. Oh my God, we're almost done. We're almost done. Okay, perfect. Okay. Hi, Taurus. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing super duper well. I've got my timer going, and we're going to receive some messages from my Taurus sun, moon, rising, Venus, Mars, whatever floats your boat. We got the 9 of Swords, and then we got the sun. What does Taurus need to know about their romantic life? We have the 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, and the 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords, the Sun, 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, 8 of Pentacles. 9 of Swords, the Sun, 9 of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, 8 of Pentacles. It feels like single in a relationship. Single in a relationship. It feels like you're weighing the pros and cons of being in a relationship. The Hanged Man is releasing. The 8 of Pentacles. Somebody, this could be the person that you're dealing with, Taurus. Somebody is in like anguish. Like mentally, they're going through it, thinking about you. 9 of Swords, losing sleep at night. Really stressed about this relationship and connection. I feel like this person was happy with you, but this person also felt like they were happy and satisfied being single. There was happiness with you. They felt that they were happy and satisfied being single. Why do I feel like you gave someone an ultimatum or something? Where it was like, well, you don't want to be in a relationship. I do want to be in a relationship. So why don't you just go be single and I'll figure out how to be in a relationship? The Hanged Man. This is releasing being single. Eight of Pentacles is working on a relationship and connection. We have it's in you, but I was going to say it's you. So let's see. What do we have going on for Taurus? We have You Are More, which we just got for Gemini, I think. We got See Beyond the Past. We got Immense Growth. We got Big Steps Lead to Big Accomplishments. We got Face Your Fear, Eight of Pentacles, Metamorphosis, and You Are About to Shine, Inner Truth. There's somebody who's getting ready to come to you and tell you an inner truth of theirs. Because this is somebody who was like single, but they were undergoing an immense amount of growth. With the energy of Hanged Man, I feel like you spent some time apart from someone, you haven't heard from someone, you haven't spoken to someone. It could have been a like significant amount of time since the last time you like spoke to this person, or there's just been like a break in your relationship and your connection. But with the energy of the Hanged Man, literally when you flip it upside down, Wicked Witch, he's taking a step. And the card is Small Steps, Big Accomplishments. Eight of Pentacles, Face Your Fear. You were dealing with somebody who was a commitment phobe. You were dealing with somebody who was afraid to be in a relationship, basically. You were dealing with somebody who was avoiding the growth that it takes to be in a relationship. To be in a healthy, committed relationship, you have to be willing to reflect, because you're going to get triggered. Your person is going to get triggered. You have to be willing to move through that and to create repair in the relationship. I feel like this wasn't somebody who in the past was wanting to do that. Like, this is somebody who you feel like made you happy. This is somebody who like you had a really good time with, but in the past, this person like wasn't willing to change, or they weren't willing to give up certain things. This Nine of Pentacles energy is kind of giving like, you know, when you tell someone something like, I don't like when you do that, or that when you said that, that hurt my feelings. And they're like, this is just how I am, or something like that. I feel like you're dealing with somebody who they kind of have that kind of like personality of like, this is just how I am. And this is just how I behave, and this is how I want to communicate, and this is blah, 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 blah. So if you don't like that, then we don't have to be together, and blah, blah, blah. And you were like, okay, fine, I guess we're not together. But this person has undergone immense growth. And they want to know, are you willing to see beyond their past, like, behavior? Because this person has been undergoing a transformation. They're no longer who they were the last time that you dealt with them, the last time that you spoke with them, the last time that you dated them. You are about to shine. This person grew up. I feel like this person is going to blow your mind with the way that they have grown, and they're going to take, you're going to know it's like them. You're going to get confirmation because they're going to take bold action towards you. They're going to take bold action towards you because this person has been playing small and they've been afraid, basically. And so as they're healing their fear, they're letting go of the story that basically like they're not good enough to be in relationships. Like, I feel like this person read as selfish. I kind of get the feeling that you're watching this asking about someone who is a Taurus, or maybe your person is also a Taurus, but like whatever, take what resonates. Because this person just kind of has like sort of like Tauran characteristics where they're like stubborn and unwilling to change, basically. And you are stubborn in the same way. What happens when the immovable object meets the unstoppable force? This person decides to change. They had a lot of fears and they had a lot of insecurities. I feel like this person is working on, I feel like they worked on creating like happiness for themselves, like expanding their upper limits and allowing themselves to be happy. Yeah, I feel like this person wants to come into your life and they're going to show you how much they've grown. And it could also be how much they've grown in their careers, but it's like emotionally, how much they've grown and how much they are willing to take a risk, basically. Okay. Taurus, does that resonate with you? Tell me. Tell me in the comment section down below. And don't forget to check out Destined to Be Desired. It's really amazing. We start tomorrow. It's 9:45. I'm tired. Click the link in the description box. It's 3 days. It's an hour's 60-minute workshop every single day. We start tomorrow. You can join us live on Zoom or all around the world. We're releasing the bullshit from 2025 so we can start 2026 with a clean slate. We're tapping into our highest timeline for 2026, and we are expanding into our personal magnetism like never before. It's going to be so, so perfect, and I'd love to have you join us. So click the link in the description box. Doors close December 31st, 11:59 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, let's move on to, last but not least, our Aries queens. Okay. Hello, Aries. I have to get the timestamp. That'll be enough. Let's get into it. We're tapping into Aries romantic energy. What's going on for my Aries collective in their romantic life? We got Justice. You're dealing with somebody who's a Libra. Immediately, Justice comes out. That's Libra energy, but it's also relationship energy, serious commitment energy. Six of Swords. This is the energy of travel. This is the energy of positive forward movement. We have the Hermit. We have the Hanged Man. And we have the Nine of Pentacles. We got these energies out for Taurus as well, with the Nine of Swords at the bottom of the deck. How crazy is that? Let's pull some more cards. Surrender to receive. Aries, your reading is about tapping into your feminine energy and allowing yourself to be taken care of. Surrender to receive. You always have to do everything and be very like hyper independent. That's just what they keep saying. They keep saying, you know, independent. 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 Do you know what that means? I'll do a lot of things in my lifetime. Win a spelling bee competition? I don't think we'll be one. I don't think we'll be one. I don't need it to be one. Spelling's gonna humble my ass every fucking time. All right. Holy shit. That's a lot of cards. Fine, I'm gonna take it. Claim your power at the bottom of the deck. We have victory, self-worth, self-love, self-value, and self-respect. We have prayer answered. Come on. We have no expectations. Nourish the shadow. And transform. Oh, what am I going to tell you? Everything that I've already told you. You're too independent. And when I say too independent, I mean you're hyper independent. Growing up, you were having an experience where you weren't getting your needs met, or people weren't showing up for you and people weren't fighting for you. And so you responded and you said, I'm going to do it myself. Fine. I'll do it by myself. Fine. I'll take care of it by myself. I'll fix it by myself. Nine of Pentacles, no expectations. I'm just going to be independent. I'm just going to be my own woman. I'm just going to do my own thing. I'm an independent woman. I don't need a man. The Hanged Man and prayer answered. Like, I feel like at some point you like swore off relationships, or you swore off like, yeah. With the Hermit being clarified by the self-worth and love and value and respect card, like, you started pouring into yourself, which is always good. You started taking care of yourself so that you could level up. But kind of similar to Sagittarius's message, and I think Capricorn's message as well, it's like, you didn't have to choose either or. You don't have to choose, I'm going to be an independent woman and I'm going to take care of myself, or I'm going to need a man. You can have both. We got no expectations, and then we got nourish the shadow, and then transform. You've been doing the whole, I don't need anything, I don't want anything. And it's kind of like a power thing. You're saying, I don't want anything from you. I don't want anything from a man. I don't want to depend on a man, because you feel like your power is being taken away when people do things for you, when people take care of you. It's kind of like it insults you. Or you feel like, like, you know, when someone does something for you to like help you, and you're like, I don't want your pity. That's what it feels like. It feels like sometimes when people are trying to help you and people are trying to love you and they're trying to take care of you, you're like, the fuck are you doing? I've had this experience, so I understand and I really get it, because I've had a lot of experiences where people will offer to help me with things that I did not ask for help with, and it really irritates the fuck out of me, because when did I ask? So I understand. But with the nourish the shadow and transform, I feel like the emphasis that Spirit is just showing you right now is that there's a part of you that does want to be taken care of. There's a part of you that does want to be looked after. And it doesn't mean that you have to receive all of the ways that people are trying to give to you, because it's like, yes, you are a woman and you do have that Aries energy. And so you are passionate and you are starting and you are wanting to go first and you are like creating new things and you are trailblazing. And so you don't have to accept help from people around things that you don't need help around, you know? It's kind of like, you've experienced that cycle, or you've observed that cycle of women pretending to be stupid, playing dumb, pretending they don't know things that they do know, so that they can appeal to a man, so that a man will like them, so that men will find them to be attractive. Like, I feel like that's something you don't like. I feel like that's something you don't do. I feel like that's something that you feel very strongly that you are above. You are an independent woman. You are a successful woman. You are like very clear about who you are, and you're very clear about your goals. And you're very clear about your desires. So you're not a woman who needs help in certain areas, but there are other areas that you don't know everything in. So it's not that you have to pretend to be less than you are. It's not that you have to pretend to be humble. It's that there are blind spots, nourish the shadow. There are blind spots that you have in your life that a man can come in and help you with. When you're dealing with Aries women, when you're dealing with Mars ruled women, as a man, you have to out pizza her masculine hut, because she is capable and able to reach amazing heights and create wonderful things for herself and her life. She's a go-getter. She's an ambitious woman. As a man, you have to match that and even outdo her in that aspect in order for the both of you to be satisfied in that relationship. So for you, Aries, it's time for you to tap into the energy of a man who is more masculine than you, a man who goes out of his way to help you and support you. You create your list. because you've had men who came into your world and are trying to help you with things that you don't want help with, and you find it to be insulting, and you find it to be irritating, and you find it to be all those things. Now you need to tap into the energy of men who are able to help you with things that you actually want help with. So create your list of things that you want help with. Create your list of things that you don't want to do. Create your list of things that you don't want to figure out. Create your list of, you know what, it'd be really nice if there was somebody that's not me who was doing this. It would really help me if there was somebody who's not me that was doing this and this and this and this and this in my life. That was helping me with this, that was creating this, that was blah, blah, blah. Okay? Create that list and see yourself experiencing that. Practice surrendering. You do that through EFT tapping. You do that through journaling. You do that through meditating and visualizing. Practice seeing yourself surrendered in a relationship with someone who takes care of you. Okay? Spirit is saying the victory is available to you when you decide to come out of hermit mode. Okay, release that lie that said that you don't want love, that you're fine being independent, that you don't need a man, and instead move on from that way of being that says, I have to just be independent by myself. I'm not going to expect anything from anyone because then they're just going to disappoint me. They're not going to show up. Instead, acknowledge you do want to be taken care of. You do want to be loved. You do want to be shown up for and undergo that internal transformation. Practice seeing men showing up for you and taking care of you in the way that you need to be taken care of, right? And then you're going to be a vibrational match to men who are better suited to what you need. And that's going to help you shift out of your feelings of resentment. Okay, Aries, check out Destined to Be Desired. It's the 3-day 2026 pre-party for the woman ready to vamp up her personal magnetism and effortlessly attract love, opportunity, and pleasure throughout the new year. This is definitely some place that you want to be. Click the link in the description box to learn about the schedule for all 3 days and to get your tickets into Destined to Be Desired now. I love you lots, and I will talk to you again in the next video. We're never doing this again. We're never doing all signs, any fucking thing ever again, but we'll do other content. So I'll see you over there. Okay, love you, bye.